It's a Hump Day Wednesday on the Tyler Glenn Show, the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. The WestJet strike is coming, but maybe not for Brandon. We'll explain coming up. Manitoba has two of the top-rated restaurants in all of Canada. Would you believe it? How hooty-tooty are they? Can I get mac and cheese? Well, we're going to find out together. Speaking of mac and cheese, oh my God, let's add cream to it. Let's add more cheese. In fact, let's add 4 cheeses. And let's sell it, should we? Yeah, Kraft is out with heart-clogging mac and cheese. They've redone the recipe, and we'll explain. Food choices the internet wants us to cancel today. Also, we'll get to those names we didn't get to yesterday, inspired by TV shows. I am so sorry. We got so busy with barbecue yesterday. And a brawl at Walt Disney World. Holy man, did this show up in your newsfeed? Don't worry, if it didn't, I'll have it for you. That's what the show should be called. If you didn't see it in your feed, you'll see it on the show. It's the Tyler Glenn Show. Good Wednesday morning. Happy Hump Day to you. It's nice to see you. Thanks for being here. The show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. The stuff that you saw or maybe didn't see in your newsfeed, we'll discuss, we'll talk about, we'll chat with the Sun Seekers, and we hope that we get a chance to chat with you through the morning as we touch on a variety of topics, most of which involve food, travel, and pop culture. And it's great to have you along. We're broadcasting from Brandon, Manitoba, Canada, right smack dab in the middle of North America, basically the geographical center, about 90 miles north of the actual geographical center, where there is a lot of smoke still. In fact, we're in the city of Brandon, Manitoba, Canada, and we have a special air quality statement that continues, still really, really hazy. And Environment Canada is saying actually this should clear out a bit this afternoon after lunch today, should wave towards the Interlake region. So we could be in some good shape today. I was worried that it was going to affect the long weekend, but looks as if the smoke may move on. You can see the haze there. The air quality has not been great the last little while. Environment Canada is saying that these wildfires in Alberta are obviously to blame. The smoke is expected to move into the Red River Valley near noon today. Conditions should improve across the entirety of southern Manitoba by Thursday morning as the smoke exits the province and heads into the U.S. Wildfire smoke can be harmful to everyone's health, even at low concentrations. So if you have asthma, lung disease, heart disease, older adults, children, pregnant people, if you're working outdoors, do be careful over the next little while because it's smoky, hazy, air quality is not all that good. But temperatures, we have got ourselves some great long weekend weather. Take a look at this. It's holding. It'll change right on Friday at 4 o'clock, won't it? It'll break our hearts. Friday, sunny, 20. Saturday, sunny, 26. Sunday, sunny, 20. Monday, sunny and 32. Man, that is going to be awesome. We're in for some beautiful long weekend weather. So get something planned outside, whether you're camping, barbecuing, anything like that. Good morning, Tasha and Chad, and Twebster is here, and Uncle Bo is here, and Kathleen and Porky Jr. And what else we got? We got Connie this morning. Nick Adams, good day before he heads out. Cheryl is here, and Bernice and Quentin and Kathleen. And, they're talking about Uncle Bo's troublemaking ways. That's good. Good start to the day. Good to have you guys along, guys and gals. Welcome to the Beach Bunker as we get the show underway and the latest on the WestJet strike. This will likely not affect Brandon. They're in a different union at the Brandon Airport. The Encore pilots belong to a different union. So the good news is you're going to get out of Brandon. The bad news is if you're going from Brandon to Calgary and hoping to get to Honolulu, or maybe a cruise, you're going to be SOL because it's going to affect basically everybody past the point of Calgary. And there was also an article that ran yesterday that said that some of the WestJet pilots, $300,000 a year plus, and the WestJet pilots obviously not excited about the public knowing what they're making and claimed that those figures have been cherry-picked by the company.
Air travelers
Here's the latest.
Should brace for grounded flights, cancellations, and disruptions starting Friday.
We have flight attendants, we have maintenance personnel that will also be affected by this. And we also have our passengers that have booked tickets and expect to get to the destinations that they've booked. It is a very emotional day for all of us here.
Among the sticking points between the two sides, compensation. WestJet says their salaries are among the highest in Canada. Pilots, who are in demand globally, say they're severely underpaid by North American standards.
Without the pilot, the industry is on its knees.
WestJet's response to the strike notice, a lockout notice, saying it sincerely regrets the inconvenience and uncertainty this causes guests, adding it is committed to reaching a deal. Travel agents are scrambling to find alternatives, including less than direct routes.
Sometimes via Toronto or Montreal, or in some cases.
Oh, it could make for some fun travel. Get to see some places you never thought you'd see on your little trip.
Actually get to their destination for that cruise.
Like travel isn't stressful enough right now. Oh my God.
Postponed by 2 or 3 days while they're delayed on travel.
The cost to consumers, time, money, and effort.
It's probably a good idea for them to book, unfortunately, another flight on another airline, possibly with a possibility of getting a full refund of that should WestJet come through.
If disruptions continue for weeks, air travel could rapidly become a headache during peak summer season.
If there are fewer flights because of ongoing strikes or problem like this, flights are going to be even more expensive for the travelers.
Just the threat of action will have an impact on forward bookings for WestJet. This will damage whether people book with the airline because they'll be concerned about what happens in the future, even if this issue is resolved.
Yeah, there's no kidding. Boy, all the experts are British or Australian or something like that are talking on the Global Report about this issue. But so here's what you should be aware of if you are catching a connector flight. Okay. WestJet has said that they are going to offer options to passengers looking to change or cancel their flights if you booked it between May 15th and 21st. I'm going to post this information on my website at tylerglenshow.com. Maybe you don't have a flight, but maybe you've got a family member that is concerned about what's happening over at WestJet. You can get all this information. Among some of the options are a $0 one-time fee waiver offered for changes or cancellations. However, you are going to be responsible for the difference, it says here. For those who decide to change their destination, the airline says the customer would pay any difference in fares, but a refund would be made if the customer decided to cancel the booking altogether. I'll have all this information again on my website at tylerglenshow.com. The strike could take effect Friday morning at 3 o'clock, which is, basically everything after midnight on Friday. So want you to be aware of that, all right? Did anybody fill the water cooler with mimosas? I don't think so. It was it was a busy day yesterday, man. Holy cow. Busy show, busy day. We got another busy one underway for us this morning. We're going to go to Greece with our webcam, and I'm going to tell you about the top two restaurants, or two of the top restaurants in all of Canada are here in Manitoba. Move over Toronto, move over Montreal. Winnipeg has just received notice from Canada's 100 Best magazine, which was released last night. Two Manitoba restaurants made the list of the 100 best restaurants in all the country. And who are they? They are Deer and Almond. Have you heard of these? I want to know if you've heard of these places. Deer and Almond. Is this a deer? Is this a deer nugget and an almond beside it? Oh, no, this is a pork head terrine. So these are going to be restaurants that I'm going to likely go to and probably hit McDonald's after, I'm thinking. Deer and Almond's pork head terrine shown in this photo. So, Deer and Almond. Has anybody ever, have you gone to Deer and Almond? Anybody? No? Deer and Almond? Anybody tried that? Never been there. Deer and Almond co-owners and co-chefs Mandel Hiltzer and Chris Kourous. I guess these are the owners right here. And then a restaurant called Mac. They serve a big pile of pasta. Or Mackay? How do you pronounce that? Mackay. They ranked 98th on Canada's list of 100 best restaurants. So there you go. Two of the top 100 restaurants in all of Canada, right here in Manitoba, in Winnipeg. Mackay. You see it there? You see the spelling there? Mackay. Let me put this in chat. I don't know what the hell's going on in chat today. There's some kind of weird conversation going on. I don't know what you guys are doing. You guys are all off on your own today. Mackay, they ranked... I don't know what you guys are doing over there. I told them I loved them, and they started their own show. They ranked 98 in Canada. And just in case you, and I'll post this on the website as well, so maybe with their location, so that you can go in if you've got some extra money to blow and you want to just go check that out. Deer and Almond. They came in at what? Number 59. Number 59 in Canada. All right. So there we go. If you're looking for some super fancy food, you can say that, hey, I went to one of the best restaurants in all of Canada. Yeah. So this is crazy. This is unreal. Walt Disney World. We talk about Disney a lot on the show because it's such a wonderful, magical place. But not this week. No. Two families were taking pictures just outside of Disney World. And if you've ever been, you know that that's where the train station is. And they've got a big flower garden there. And it makes for a great family photo. You'll know what I'm talking about as soon as you see it here. Because it's likely appeared in your feed numerous times. And these two families, they're trying to take a picture, and it does not go well. No, because the one family didn't get the picture that they wanted. And so they're taking a little longer than normal. And the other family is getting a little antsy, and they want them to move on. And would you believe a fist fight at Disney World developed out?
Heather York's West in Calgary, thanks.
Check this out.
Shoot turns into an all-out brawl there. Right now on the news edge at 6, fists flying at Disney World. A family photo shoot turns into an all-out brawl there at the Magic Kingdom. This happened right
How
into
lovely.
the park. Good evening and welcome. I'm John Brown.
And I'm Luann Sorrell. One family was trying to take a picture when another family apparently got in their way. Fox 35's Stephanie Buffamonte is live at the park tonight. And Stephanie, that's apparently when these families started duking it out.
They started duking it out. Okay, hey, give me a second here. I got something else going on here. Give me 2 seconds. Where the heck is the...
This entire community to flee came very close.
There we go. Give me 2 seconds here. Got to see these people duke it out here.
Yes, it is. And for people visiting, the most magical place on Earth wasn't looking so magical.
Not the most magical.
When they were trying to get into the park and they saw that bloody fight.
Yeah, that's not cool. Not cool.
In a chaotic scene, you can see deputies on the ground arresting a man after a fight at Magic Kingdom. During the fight, people at the park screaming as repeated punches are...
See, look at those flowers. It's such a beautiful place. It's so magical. Mommy, I just want to see Mickey Mouse. What are you doing, Daddy? You're pounding the hell out of the other daddy.
Thrown. And what appears to be a cast member and another man knocked to the ground Monday afternoon. You can see in the video the fight happened right next to a Disney Photo Pass photographer. Deputies say it was an argument over a picture that started the fight.
Can't believe the fight over the picture. Mad. Absolutely crazy, yeah.
According to the Orange County
then Mum
Sheriff's
goes
Office,
down on the keister.
Family was standing near the 100th anniversary sign at the front of the park to take a picture. A second, larger family walked into the park and stood in the spot where the first family was standing. That's when the larger family was asked to move so the photo could be taken of the first family. And someone in the larger family punched a member of that first family in the face.
It's crazy. You pay to take your kids to the most magical place in the world, and then they have to stand and watch other people fight over a photo. It's just ridiculous.
What's with all the British people on the show today?
Adults would fight in front of children at the theme park.
Paints a bad
Stop throwing punches.
You're not supposed to think that happens anywhere, let alone in Disney. When they're going to see Mickey Mouse, you shouldn't have adults fighting.
2 people were kicked off
Look
the
at the...
property.
I'm always looking in the background. Look at
Kicked
this.
off the property
I'm always
after
looking in the
2
background.
people
Watch this.
Adults.
So this...
When they're going to see Mickey Mouse.
Look above her shoulder. Well, you can't see it because of the chat, but you can... there's a souvenir shop. Everything in this souvenir shop, $2.99 or less. What? Quality items. Sorry I had to stop it, but everything in this souvenir shop, $2.99 or less. That has got to be some quality items coming out of there. I'd like to buy a 5XL shirt, turn it into a one extra small with one wash by going to that souvenir shop.
Mouse, you shouldn't have adults fighting.
2 people were kicked off the property after the fight.
I think after the pandemic, everyone's just gone crazy. They just want what they want, and they don't think how other people
It's
feel.
only British people on the show today. Another British person. Is this a British
Sheriff's
reporter?
Office says that victim is not pressing charges. Reporting live in Orange County, Stephanie.
Okay, I thought maybe it was just
Buffalo,
like my computer. Everyone's talking like this. It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's awful. That is, and it's expensive to go to Disney World. So if they've kicked you off the property, you've just completely wasted a whole bunch of money, like big money. Family of 4, you're looking at, $150 a day. What is that? $600 just gone. Not to mention probably some kind of charge, maybe misdemeanor. I don't know. Nick says, I got into a fight at Disneyland and all I got was arrested. You're lying. There's no way you got in a fight at Disneyland. Over what? Oh, man. Yeah. Mayhem of life. It's supposed to be the most magical place on earth. Coming up on the show, we are going to take a look at some of those baby names inspired by TV shows. I promise we're going to do that. Also, dogs in restaurants. This is becoming a thing. How do you feel about Pooch? Going to be sitting right next to you next time you go for a meal. That was a $300 fight. Yeah, at least. So, I don't want to miss this again, so let's do the baby names. Liam and Olivia continue to reign as supreme as far as baby names go, but what's really interesting is that you can tell what TV show is influencing baby names. Dutton and Renly are on the rise and are showing some competition to Liam and Olivia. This list was released on Friday. It's from this past year, and it goes through the U.S. Social Security system and then compiles a massive list of the most registered child names for the year. And so what TV show is that? Dutton and Renly. Coming in third for girls' names, Charlotte, followed by Amelia, Sophia, Isabella, Ava, Mia, Evelyn, and Luna. For boys' names, Liam is followed by Noah, Oliver, James, Elijah, Henry, Benjamin, and Theodore. And Dutton moved up the list this year. Dutton. Mm-hmm. You know who also was on the list? Rip. Parents are naming their kids Rip. It didn't crack the top 1,000, but it is in the list. Other names rising fast for boys include Chosen, Kaza, and Ethan. For girls, Renly is followed by Neria, Arlette, Georgina, and Amiri. But what really caught people's attention was that Dutton and Rip were boys' names that made the list here for top U.S. boys' names. Good old Yellowstone, yeah, which is going to be having its final season coming up here in the next little bit. Okay, so before we have to say goodbye to our social media friends, I got to show you this. Kraft USA has retooled mac and cheese. Now, this is a new product, so they haven't changed anything existing, and they're not going to tick off their customers. They have created a new product called Deluxe. Now, in Canada, we already have mac and cheese Deluxe in a package, like normal mac and cheese. What this is, for the first time, Kraft mac and cheese is going to hit the freezer section. Now, you can get like generic mac and cheese, you can get off-brand mac and cheese, but the Kraft mac and cheese, KD mac and cheese, in the freezer section is history making, and this is going to be some pretty delectable stuff here. Rich and creamy and original cheddar. One of them has 4 cheeses, and both are loaded with cream. They're single serve, and they'll be in the frozen section. And look at to celebrate the launch, they've even got a sweater to go along. You got to have swag, so they got special KD sweaters to go along with your KD. So how nice is that? Yeah, that's just it. It's that there's so much cream. 4 cheeses loaded into mac and cheese. So really, is that not 5 cheeses? Because you've got the regular orange cheese, and then they've added 4 more. That really should be 5 cheese. Man, that is going to be. I have got to try that. You can get the sweaters for $19.99. However, it's interesting that they use these models for the sweaters. And if I'm eating on a regular basis this new frozen Kraft mac and cheese, I am needing like a 10XL sweater. That's how it's going to have to be when you're eating all that cream and all that cheese. No word on whether this will come to Canada. Calories 630 and 620. That is per spoonful, not per container. 600 calories per spoonful. Rich and creamy, Oh, wow. That would be interesting to try. We'll keep an eye on that, see if it's going to be coming to Canada. New Kraft Mac and Cheese Deluxe. Just heat it and go. And then go straight to the doctor, to your heart doctor. And, yeah. I got to try it. I think that, we're getting this growing list of items in the States that we've got to go and pick up, right? The marshmallows that change color. Now it looks like the Kraft Mac and Cheese that is instantly in the bowl with all this cheese and cream, and the list continues to grow. So if you do decide to go south, make sure you take in some of the great attractions in Minot. Visit Minot.org, sponsors one of the many of the Tyler Glenn Show. We love them. We appreciate them. Go to the website, visit Minot.org/Tyler Loves Minot, and take a look at some of the unique businesses that are represented there and some of the hotel deals that you have access to. It's exclusive Canadian offers, especially for you. So go to visitminot.org/Tyler Loves Minot. The Magic City Discovery Center, the new $20 million family facility, just $10 to get in there. The Roosevelt Park Zoo, the giraffes, the bears, the tigers, the lions, the zebras. They got all the great animals that your kids are going to love. So check it out. Check out Minot for a weekend. Check it out for a vacation. They have got the North Dakota State Fair is quickly coming. Have you seen the lineup of artists that are playing the North Dakota State Fair? Amazing. Just an amazing display of talent, and it's inexpensive. $110 for 4 major country concerts, including Eric Church. Hotels, on average, cost you between $80 and $110. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive, but some great accommodations there and lots of fun. In Minot, North Dakota, visit Minot.org. Check it out today, then pick up some of those marshmallows. And now we'll add KD to our list of stuff. Later in the show, North America's favorite pizza topping. If you could have just one thing on a pizza, one thing, the results are in. And with pizza, don't forget about the Domino's Tyler Special. 4 toppings, any medium or large, any crust, $12.99. Hand-tossed thin crust or Brooklyn style, pick up only. Gluten-free small 4 topping is just $12.99. Ask for the Tyler Special or use coupon code Tyler when you go to Domino's.ca, 727-7077. Domino's on 18th Street in Brandon, just up from Fun and Games. I was in there yesterday visiting with their crew, and they've got a lot of games. I've realized 2 things. They've got a lot of cool games that I can't win, but that doesn't mean they're hard to play. It just means I'm not very talented. Although I did get a couple of tickets, I did get some. It's not like I was skunked. It's just that I need practice. I obviously need to go to Fun and Games a little bit more. You can get 100 tokens for $20. Just ask them. Just walk up there and get tokens. They've got pizza and slushies. There was all kinds of people eating pizza and slushies yesterday. Cotton candy, mini donuts, popcorn, freshly squeezed lemonade, and more. They're across from Dollarama on 18th. That's Fun and Games HQ. It's a climate-controlled indoor fair you can go to pretty much any time. M&M needs to sponsor the show. Like the candies or the meat shop? Oh, Michelina's. Michelina. My daughter likes the lasagna ones. The Michelina. I don't know why every time she eats it, I'm singing that song right behind her. Just popping it in the microwave. Michelina. Must have been a song. Anyway, I digress. We have to say farewell to our TikTok friends and our friends on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Have an amazing day. Happy hump day. Over the hump we go. Thanks for being part of even just a little bit of the Tyler Glenn Show. We're going to move it on over to twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. We'll see you there. TikTokers. We'll see you there, TikTokers. And we'll see you there, Facebookers. Come and join us. Love the follows. Thank you so much for those follows. I really do appreciate it. If you can give us your follow at twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show, that follower count continues to grow. Everything is growing. It's spring.